Hello everybody. Today we're going to be going over our first entry into a Journey's Guide series. Today we're going to be going over the Grand Admiral Thrawn event. Now, the Grand Admiral Thrawn event does not require a lot of prep work going into it. In fact, compared to the other Journey Guides events you'll be doing, the requirements are quite low. You need a Phoenix team in the gear range of 8 to 10. Not really all that much of an investment. They're not too gear heavy to get to that range. You also do not need any Zetas. The only reason I have a Zeta on Ezra is because I used to use him in the H-Sith Raid Part 1 team. So you do not need any Zetas for this event. However, you do need to make sure that you have all of their unique abilities maxed out, because Phoenix runs on sharing everyone's unique ability. So if you don't have your uniques maxed out, you're hurting yourself by not giving yourself all of the potential from Hera's lead. So looking at the team we're going to be working with, you'll notice that my Sabine is kind of just forgotten and off to the side. It does not matter really if you include her or not. If you're going to include her, then traditionally what you do is swap out Chopper for her. So either one of those two, but traditionally both are not run in the same lineup. Alright, and without further ado, we'll go ahead and hop into the event. And I'm going to go ahead and only show you Tier 7, because the rest of the tiers just build up to it, so the information that you learn for Tier 7 can retroactively be applied to the lower tiers. Now, I hope this goes without saying, but I have seen this before. Make sure Hera is in the leader slot. The number of times I've come across Phoenix teams back when I was in that arena rank, or even still in Grand Arena, or in Galactic War, where like I see a Phoenix team with like Ezra in the lead or Kanan, like it has to be Hera because she's the only Phoenix member with a lead. I trust that we're all smart enough to know that, but I'm just saying it just in case. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. As far as I know, for Phoenix there is no special placement that has to be done. So we're just going to go ahead and hop on in. For this first wave here, there's no real strategy. Just kill everybody. It doesn't really matter. What matters in this phase is that you kill the TIE Fighter pilots first, because Phoenix runs also on spreading their buffs around as part of sharing their uniques. So you're going to want to make sure, oh, I got lucky there, that you take out TIE Fighter pilots first, so that way your team is not hindered, but once they're gone, it just is kill everybody. Tier 3, or sorry, Phase 3 here, it's just kill everybody again. Nothing really special. If you feel scared about the Death Troopers, go ahead and knock them out first, since they are just, in general, a threat to a Rebels team. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have saved that. Yeah, in Tier 3, once I get the Death Troopers dead, I kind of just spam basic attacks, so that way all my specials are ready for the final wave of the event. God, oh, that's probably the best cinematic in this entire game. Alright, so they're gonna get their opening salvo off. Alright, so now here's where our strategy matters. And the Thrawn event is one of the few where a kill order is incredibly important here. Because if you don't kill units off in the right way, you're going to have a really bad time. Our kill order here, we're going to need to take out the Death Troopers first, and then we're going to need to take out the Stormtrooper commanders, and then Stormtrooper, and then Thrawn. Yeah, surprise, surprise, Thrawn is actually going to be killed last. We need to kill the Death Troopers first because, well, for starters, we need to remove their Deadeye buffs here, which gets a 100% critical hit chance and increased critical damage. This makes them incredibly lethal. So this buff can be removed by staggering them, or also just straight up buff removal, which you've got a couple options for. So, because I need to get to the Death Troopers, I'm going to go ahead and use Ezra's Flourish here to remove buffs, because I need to target the Death Troopers. So, boom. Alright, I'm now free to move about the battlefield. Now I need to stagger them, or buff remove them. Zeb here, his middle staggering sweep will remove the buffs, because he's going to stagger them. So, boom, that's one down. Now Hera here does not have any buff removal capability, so when you're calling in your assists with this team in this phase, you got a couple options. You can call Ezra because he does high damage, or you can call Zeb because he can daze and then stun if he follows up a dazed person. Or you can call Chopper, because anytime Chopper performs a basic attack, he grants a random buff, or random from his options, a buff to a Phoenix team member. Since I still need to get rid of the buff on the other guy, I'm going to see if I can't get Zeb to daze him. Awesome. And I am gonna get a turn. But Stormtrooper's taunting. Alright, so now I'm going to use Metal Menace to dispel the Stormtrooper's buff so I can target the Death Trooper, but I don't think I'm gonna get him taken care of in time. Yes, I can. Got lucky here. So I'm going to use Ezra's ability here. Watch and learn. I'm going to call Zeb to assist. And as long as it's not resisted, Zeb should stun this guy. Boom. Alright. Now since he's weak, I'm going to just try finishing him off. That's cool. So, Fracture against Chopper, Cannon, or Zeb is cool. We do not want Ezra to be fractured. Now this event is not so punishing as some of the later ones, where if Ezra does get fractured, it's not going to be the end of the world. You can still go. So let's see if Ezra can't finish off this Death Trooper. Boom, boom, he's dead. Alright, because Kanan and Zeb are looking a bit weak, I'm going to go ahead and taunt with Chopper. Now I need to fortify up my Kanan and my Zeb so they don't die. So I'm going to go ahead and... Whoa. Fracture doesn't let me gain buffs, does it? But this is not protection up. This is just straight protection up. Oh, it is a protection up buff. Alright. We still need to get rid of this Death Trooper. He's fractured. So I'm going to go ahead and use Ezra. Try and get some of the damage dealt. Yep. Looking good. Alright. And now, because Death Trooper's so low, I'm just going to go ahead and finish him off with Flourish, because he has no buffs, so this attack's cooldown is going to be reduced by 1, and Ezra will gain 75% turn meter. So, boom, look at that. Nice and high. Now we need to start working on our commanders. Zeb is no longer fractured, so we're going to call him to assist. Get a daze. I don't like Zeb, so I'm going to go ahead... Well, I don't like where Zeb is sitting. Zeb's an awesome character. I'm going to go ahead and throw a backup plan on him in case he goes down. So we're going to get him that recovery going. Yeah, that's a good choice. He's almost dead. Alright. Since no one has buffs and I want some damage, I'm going to go ahead and target Stormtrooper Commander with Flourish. One down, alright. Now, let's go ahead and throw some protection up from Honor Guard onto Kanan to help him recover. And we're going to see if we can't. So now we're in a small enough area with not enough, with a little amount of threats. So now we're going to start trying to control Thrawn. So with Zeb now on this assist, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't land a daze. Alright. Cleanse that. That was expected. He had a lot of turn meter. We're going to go ahead and throw some protection up to Zeb so we can stay alive. And luckily I had that backup plan on him, or I wouldn't have a Zeb anymore. Don't sleep on that backup plan. It's really good. So I need to target my Stormtrooper Commander right now, so I'm going to get rid of Stormtrooper's buff. What the hell, I'll just kill him. I'm going to, since Stormtrooper Commander has a buff, when I remove them using Metal Menace, that guy's going to lose turn meter. So I'm going to remove that. And buff. Look at that. Zeb has taken that under control. He's locked down. We're going to go ahead and just keep that like that. Alright. This is great. We're going to win this no problem now. I'm decently certain Thrawn will never get stunned. Alright, we're going to go ahead and taunt since we've got some protection up. And we're going to go ahead and dispel the debuffs on Zeb. Alright, look at that. No buffs, so we're going to go ahead and do some damage with Flourish and get that cooldown and that turn meter. Alright, the Zeb is still struggling over here, so we're going to give him some protection up. Yeah, alright. Call in Zeb to get him dazed. Ah, he resisted. Call Zeb. Stop resisting. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and taunt with Chopper now. Everyone looks pretty okay, so I'm gonna see if I can't get an exposed with Hera. Nope. Alright, no buffs, so we can't remove them and do turn meter shenanigans, so it's basic attack. Alright, we landed a daze, but we're not going to get a time to do anything with it. Oh yeah, we are. Alright, let's see if we can't stun them. Ah yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Take advantage of this. Flourish, assist. Alright, who do we want to protect? Let's protect Ezra with some protection up. Alright, there we go. That is the Grand Admiral Thrawn Journey Guide event. And again, that whole strategy can just be used retroactively in the lower tiers. Some of the units will be missing in the lower tiers, and that's okay, just don't worry about that part of the instruction. But if you follow that kill order and you remove those Deadeye buffs on the Death Troopers right away, you will not have a problem with the Thrawn event. So, I hope you guys, I hope to see you guys unlocking Thrawn a lot more, a lot faster, and hopefully a lot easier for you guys. So thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see a lot of Thrawns in our future.